two.
What fire springs forth? What bile does bubble? The black moon swings and the sky stirs trouble. By violent ends, we kill the light. Through the shadows, madness beckons. Weird at night.
Two, 1, 2, 3.
And let's speak plainly. We know, everybody knows, no matter what the professions of my unhappy country may be, that we are not bombing people out of existence in the name of freedom. If it were freedom we were concerned about, then long, long ago we would have done something about Johannesburg, South Africa. If we were concerned with freedom, boys and girls would not, as I stand here, be perishing in the streets of Harlem. We are concerned with power, nothing more than that. And most unluckily for the Western world, it has consolidated its power on the backs of people who are now going to die rather than be used any longer. In short, the economic arrangements of the Western world proved to be too expensive for most of the world. And the Western world will change these arrangements. All these arrangements will be changed for them. This is what is beneath all the rhetoric and all those rather shameful speeches coming from my president.
What's up, everybody? It's Patrick Galactic. Thank you so much for being here with me for Weird at Night. You're not here for me. You're here because we are the thing. We are the community that makes this whole thing go around. I'm so happy to be joined by so many people I love tonight. So happy to hope that the vibe is okay. I know that it's a really, really stressful time for a lot of people for a lot of different reasons. So really, just want to focus on kind of, it feels a little weird to try and be funny. It feels a little weird to try and be cute, but that's kind of what we do. And at the end of the day, we have to be able to make space for ourselves to process and get some perspective. There's no way that we're going to solve every issue on the table overnight. We have to be patient even with ourselves. And if you're out there and you are putting your whole heart out there every single day, what you need to be most concerned about, I think, is really just burnout, because it will happen. It happens to everybody. We are human at the end of the day. So hopefully tonight you guys will allow me the opportunity to try and have some fun with you, and just try to have a laugh, maybe try to engage with each other in a way that that everybody's down for. So I'm really happy to see the chat so active already. That's always good. That's always a good sign. So I will slow down periodically to read the chat and maybe take a minute to just kind of do that. So I'll let you know when I'm doing that, so it's not too confusing, and you can watch me sit here with my mouth open, breathing through it, because I'm a mouth breather, guys. People of Weird at Night, I, Patrick Galactic, am a mouth breather. Yeah. Let that sink in. I have caught myself in so many pictures. Like, what? What? How? That's me? No. Right? Like doppelganger shit, right? I'm not a mouth breather. I am. And not only am I a mouth breather, I'm also a ginger. What do you think of that? We all learn, okay? We all grow. It's really important. But mouth breather is not something that I feel comfortable throwing around anymore. And it's with good reason. It's with good reason. Hey, everybody just joining us, thank you so much. This is Weird at Night. You are the community, and we're happy to have you. If you have any thing you want to talk about in the chat tonight, throw it up in there. That's cool. Also, if you want to share something for a future episode, we'll let you know how to do that as well. So I guess what I just want to focus on for just a second is, with so much going on and just kind of all around us all the time, I think it's hard to understand how we can like keep ourselves healthy and what we can do. So this is just like kind of a public service announcement. If you're feeling super overwhelmed, if things seem super big, do reach out to somebody. Don't isolate in that feeling too long, because it would be easy for that to happen with the combined effect of the pandemic and everything else going on. You want to make sure that you're checking in with people. Don't isolate. People can give perspective. People can give some levity. So just don't do that. But next piece of business is a good one. Just give me 1 sec here to set it up for you. But I was a couple minutes late getting the tweet storm started tonight because, or not the tweet. What am I talking about? Oh my God. Yeah. Sorry guys, technical difficulty, but very temporary. Give me 1 sec. Ash Maddie sent me something right before we went live. And, when on the days where we do this show from basically, 10 a.m. to the time I do the show, I'm working on that episode to just, make sure there's enough cool stuff to talk about and put videos together and do all that stuff. So I hadn't really been paying attention today, but apparently somebody just told a bunch of people that Rage Against the Machine has leftist politics, and they are outraged at it. This is the quote from Tom Morello himself, who said, "Scott, what music of mine were you a fan of that didn't contain political BS? I need to know so I can delete it from the catalog." Because Scott Castaneda, the brilliant Scott Castaneda, had said, "I used to be a fan until your political opinions come out. Music is my sanctuary, and the last thing I want to hear is political BS when I'm listening to music. As far as I'm concerned, you and Pink are completely done. Keep running your mouth and ruining your fan base." Guys, what on what earth do we live on where you didn't know that Rage Against the Machine was raging against the machine? I mean, these are probably many of the same people who say like, I just like to like keep my music and my politics separate. But it's like artists are always making statements. And really, Rage Against the Machine was just never shy about the statement they were making. So I guess that was just worth noting because it's pretty fucking hilarious. Also, the fact that this person is a super big fan of both Rage Against the Machine and Pink, and both are being abandoned at the same time for the same reason. 2020 just continues to outlive its potential for mayhem in every single way, does it not? But I made something for you guys. And if you saw it on Twitter already, you're going to see it again. But otherwise, you didn't see it. So I'm going to get this section of the show muted for this, but I don't care. Sorry. It'll be on YouTube too. Here we go.
Baby, we can make it if we're heart to heart. And we can build this dream together, standing strong forever. Nothing's gonna stop us now. And if this world runs out of lovers, we'll still have each other. Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing.
welcome. That's my show of love for you, the community here at Weird at Night, the people who make it all go around. You guys make my life so much more fun, so much better, so much more well-rounded. I really appreciate everybody who participates either in the chat or just hangs out, because I learn a lot after every episode, because you guys definitely fill the inbox with cool stuff for me to share. So thank you so much. So that's me sharing for you. So with that said, let's go to some album recommendations. What do we think? This, we had, so with the album recommendations, in the past, they have traditionally been kind of to celebrate psychedelia and escape and those concepts, because the pandemic was such a issue of high import. And now that there is literally, the world seems like it's on fire from multiple angles, yet there's a lot of positivity in all that. I just wanted to focus on a few artists that I thought were making stuff that felt particularly relevant right now. If you've never heard Enter the 36 Chambers, this is not a deep cut, okay? This is just a fucking amazing record, all right? This, from top to bottom, is lo-fi hip-hop happening for the, I don't know if it's the first time, but the stuff that they call lo-fi hip-hop now is basically like the genre could be called Wu-Tang, because it's that synonymous with the genre itself. And so every cut on this record is fun. Every cut on this record has a sense of danger, but it also has like a sense of humor. And the fucking beats are just fucking unbelievable. I mean, it's just so much of what I thought I understood about rhythmic stuff, bass and drum, all that stuff. Like, this record really challenged that stuff and really made me think about it differently. RZA, very underrated producer still, even though he is widely celebrated, he is still underrated somehow. So Wu-Tang, Enter the 36 Chambers. What do you guys think? Is that, yeah, I thought we were pretty safe there. The next one's going to be a little more left field. Make way for Dionne Warwick. I understand if this is a big turn from Wu-Tang, but a while ago, I shared Dusty in Memphis as one of my album recommendations. It was my very first round, I think. And in reflection, it's only fair that I would share Make Way for Dionne Warwick, because one, it's a fucking brilliant record, okay? This is a great, go walking around record. This is a great, sunny day, put it on in the background. It's just kind of like, it's Burt Bacharach and his muse. And Burt Bacharach, in my opinion, is a genius. So this album has a bunch of songs that ended up on Dusty in Memphis as well. So In the Land of Make Believe is on this record, but it also has one of her biggest hits, Walk On By. That was also one of Burt Bacharach's biggest hits. So check this album out if you want to bend your ear a little bit and try to listen to some kind of contemporary pop from the mid 60s. Dionne Warwick, to a lot of people of my age, might have been the psychic lady on the hotline. But she was a fantastic singer and very, very talented. And some of the notes she hits just give me chills. I mean, anyway, it's worth a listen whether you're into it or not. I love it. And then I'm going to go back right to kind of where we were. This is just a great record, guys. Gnarls Barkley, St. Elsewhere. I remember when this album came out and I heard Crazy and I thought it was just a incredibly powerful song. It's I think it's one of the best singles from that decade. If not maybe the best single from that decade, best huge hit. It's absolutely up there for me. But when I checked out the whole record, was really when this album and Gnarls Barkley itself reveals itself to you, because CeeLo is stretching himself with his kind of it's like electro gospel pop, a little bit of punk every now and then, and a whole lot of experimentation. It's just two really brilliant creators, Danger Mouse and CeeLo Green, doing just really stretching their artistry. And the follow-up record to this is also very good. So that's worth checking out as well. I don't believe they've made anything else recently, but I just really, really like this record. And I think it's a good one to kind of like have a laugh, kind of like Wu-Tang. You have a laugh, you shake your ass, you move around a little bit, and soon you're kind of a little more centered about everything. And the internal rhythm is moving at the right tempo. And yeah, so check those albums out. And you can do that. You can check all my album recommendations out at Weird at Night Selects on Spotify, the Spotify playlist. It's on my artist profile. Go to Patrick Galactic. And right there, the Weird at Night Selects playlist is available. However, I'm about to drop a bunch of links into the chat, so I'll make it really easy for you. Here you go. Da, da, da. You don't laugh when you listen to Wu-Tang? They're hilarious. Fucking ODB is fucking funny. Yeah. So it's also, I wanted to make more of a point to start saying that if you guys could help us out here, you know who the cool people are. Tell them about the show. Try to get them to follow the channel. If you don't follow the channel, maybe you should, because here's the deal. The show isn't about money or anything. It's not about status. It's not about that. But what it is about is in the Twitch kind of system of mechanics. I get boosted in the algorithm when I make it to a certain point. So what I'd like to do is bring more like-minded, cool people in to Weird at Night with Patrick Galactic. Follow the channel, bring friends, be dumb, have fun. So give the channel a follow, share it with your friends, let people know what we're doing here, because honestly, you guys know who's cool. Bring them in. I'd rather do that than just bring in a bunch of randos, right? I don't want to ruin what we got here. So with that said, nope, that's not what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say. But not then. This is what I was going to say.
Hey, this is Blazing Space of Blazing Space's Birdhouse Ranch. And I just want to say, if you have an idea for Weird at Night, or a phone, or an animal, or really anything, I'm opening this up to kindergarten show and tell levels. Take over Blazing Space and Blazing Space. Do some weird shit on Weird at Night. Teach me how to properly do a cartwheel without hurting myself, because that keeps happening. I love you all. Love seeing your creative shit every week, and let's keep it going.
If you make any kind of art at all, music videos, GIF art, paintings, short films, poetry, animation, I cannot show nudity. I will get kicked off this platform. But other than that, anything that you make that you want to share with the community, send it to me at weirdatnight@gmail.com, preferably a link to it. Because, file sizes, but, I just think that, we need to encourage each other to kind of, let each other shine for a minute. So what I forgot to share with you earlier, when we were talking at the beginning of the show, was a few quotes that I just thought were really cool. And it's just pertaining to kind of the concept of change and the concept of uncertainty. But it's from Alan Watts, who, if you don't know who Alan Watts is, I'm very sad for you, but I will find a link and put it in the chat soon. But these are just two quotes from him that I just thought might be helpful. So here you go. The only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance. Tomorrow and plans for tomorrow can have no significance at all unless you are in full contact with the reality of the present, since it is the present that you live in exclusively. So just some thoughts. You have to be able to rest your mind. You have to be able to allow yourself to recoup, but you also have to probably, when you see the tide turning, probably try to figure out what side of history you want to be on and embrace it, change with it, let it happen. It's okay. It is going to be okay, guys. I do think so. Societies go through upheavals all the time. We've done it before, maybe not particularly this way, but we have done it before, and we will carry on. And I just want to put that out there because I know a lot of people are feeling very anxious right now. I've talked to a lot of people who are feeling very anxious right now. So Papa Patrick is here with some reassurance. Okay. So we got to pay some fucking bills. We got some new sponsors this week. Weird at Night is presented by your friends at the Dark Levers of Power. Remind you to, hold on. Never, ever allow anything to change, ever, because. Also brought to you by reality is a conspiracy because it's not what I've been telling myself it is my entire life without any research. In Don's Long Gone Lawns, Don takes acid and plays with knives on your lawn because God is in the grass, man. Use promo code 129777779999125. Something will happen. $10 payable in LSD. No talking. Keep the kids and pets inside. Guys, Blazing Space and I have both used this service, and I have nothing but complimentary things to say about the fine work that Dawn does, kind of tripping in the lawn. And the kids can watch from the windows. It's really fun. They're not in any danger. Just keep the windows closed. Don't let the dog out or anything. But, when you got to take Don to the hospital, invariably, he's really polite, and you meet some really cool people. Give it a shot. And lastly, our most treasured and longest sponsor, Shitty's Pizza, the hospital. It's next door. Use promo code, Why God Do We Suffer? Free depubing, normally $4.99. What's a free depubing? Right before they bring your pie to you. Your big pube-filled pie. They scrape that fucker for pubes. It is scraped thoroughly, and you have the peace of mind of knowing you're not eating pubic hair. Now, that's normally a $5 service. It's free, but limit one per customer. I get two. But that's because I set this all up. So it's on the corner of 9th and Nocturnal Drive, just past the memory of your first fully charged smartphone. All right, a little change of pace here. We got Blazing Space, who is also in the chat and very ready to chat it up with you, but also with some perspective right here and a little exercise, perhaps. So pay attention, and we're going to do a little exercise together after this.
Hey. You're blazing on Blazing Space. It's good to see you. I was thinking it would be cool. I didn't know if y'all knew this about me, but I am a film director, and that's kind of where all the things I do with art stems from. And one thing I love to do with actors, and when I'm an actor, is to do sense memory exercises. And so, say you're going to do a scene that requires a specific feeling, you could relate that to an experience that you've had in your life, and sort of through memory and a little bit of meditation and breathing, re-experience that feeling. And then when you come into the scene, you're fresh to that. Say it was a time when you felt really uncomfortable or weird. And so I had an idea for a sense memory we could do together. We're blazing on more of the honey cream today, by the way. I feel like I should mention that. So as far as the sense memory, I think it would be cool if we all take 1 minute for a sense memory experience. I want you to think of a Halloween party. Any Halloween party in your life. And don't try too hard. You know, sometimes if you think too much about this stuff, you'll lose it. So just the first Halloween party that came to your mind. I know which one it is for me. I dressed up as Ned Ryerson from Groundhog Day. So I spent the whole day, or the whole party, going up to people, you know, hey, it's me, Ned Ryerson, and selling people insurance and shit, film nerd. And yeah, weird things happened at that party. So pick your party. You got it? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Everybody close your eyes. Now, take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. And now the next time you take a breath in, I want you to smell that party. Taking some of the smells. Who's standing next to you? Who are some of the other people at the party? How does seeing them make you feel? How do you feel? Do you have to go to the bathroom? Does your neck hurt? Do you feel good? Do you feel drunk? Do you feel high? Do you feel scared? What are you dressed up as, if you're dressed up? Okay. In 10 seconds, I'm going to say Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. And we're good. So maybe we can, in the comments, talk about Halloween party stories that people were thinking of. This has been Blazing Space with Blazing Space.
Well, thank you, Blazing Space. That's quite an exercise. I actually watched, might have known about this a little bit in advance and tried this exercise earlier. And I'm sober. I'm an alcoholic, okay? So I was really overwhelmed by the smell of Jaeger, which I haven't even considered for like a long time, okay? But anyway, that was really all I could smell for my Halloween party. It was with my ex-wife. It was about 15 years ago, and everybody was fucked up. Everybody was drinking Jaeger, and one guy came as a giant bottle of Jaeger, and he was walking around this old house that our friends had, and there was like 40 people here, and he was walking around serving Jaeger to people out of his spout, and his spout was like, you know, a little south of the border there, right? So it was a big funny thing, right? Well, after he'd been making the rounds for like hours, I mean, all of us were fucked up. And these people who own this house had fucking children. So it's funny to think about now because it would never happen. But my ex-wife, my current wife at the time, but she got so fucked up that she she felt like she was falling. It was just a whole big fucking thing. It wasn't fun. Actually wasn't a very great memory. But I got very close to it. So that's more of a horror story instead of a Halloween story. I do apologize for the bummer there. I didn't realize that's where it was going to go. What do you guys think? I'm going to read some of these, if that's okay. Yeah. Myrmidon. Yeah. Man, why did my mind go to one of the worst Halloween parties? I did that exact same thing. Ash Matty, Cap Hill, about 2000. I dressed up as Big Lebowski before it was cool. And my friend went as Tom Waits and passed out by like 10 p.m. It was all my closest friends, like 15 people, and I smelled like White Russians, and someone kept sneaking Livin' La Vida Loca on. Ooh, that's brutal. Pee Wee Herman in a goth club. A dance circle formed around me when I danced poorly to an industrial version of tequila. Love that. Love that. Myrmidon dressed up as a kitty cat first year of college and made out with my best friends from high school to get boys to notice us. That doesn't sound like it went that bad. Alex, I only remember I was rainbow bright and people were smoking a lot of weed. It's easy to forget when people are smoking a lot of weed. That's how a lot of my stories actually conclude. But yes, I agree. Ash Mandy says German Goth Club seems like crossover potential with late night stories. Yes, that's how I feel too. And just to maybe drive that home a little more, we're going to go back to...
And let's speak.
No, sorry. We're going to go back to... bam! Late night stories. If you want to tell a late night story, which I often do, it can be about... it can be a creative writing project, old letters to the editor like you would do in Penthouse or something. Or it can be a scary story. It can be a strange, surreal story. It can be just a bizarre experience that you had one time. Send it to weirdatnight@gmail.com. You can be anonymous, faces, names changed to protect the guilty. As long as you didn't commit a crime and the cops are never going to call me, I don't mind. Just send it in. I've shared a bunch of these, and some of them have been just kind of creative writing projects, but they've all been fun, and I've really enjoyed doing it. So hopefully you guys can maybe send a little more my way. I need my late night stories fixed, man. Sorry, I'm calming down. And how am I going to do that? We're going to sing the cosmic song of the gods. Are you ready? Enough. Okay, goddammit. The thing about Gizmo is he's very uncontrollable. He's kind of feisty. He definitely has his own agenda. But oh, we have fun, don't we, guys? Don't we? Don't we? I shouldn't say guys. People, don't we have fun? Humans? It's good. It's good. Okay, so Meredith, who you may know as Myrmidon, has shared with us a new weather report. Meredith has disappeared at various times. There seemed to be some kind of transformative phase. The weather report this week seems a little less that, but I'm not really sure how long that's going to last. So Meredith, if you want to provide some commentary in the chat, that might help people. But here's a weather report.
Hi, Patrick. Hi, Weird at Night. This is the weather report with Meredith. It all feels a little silly, doesn't it? All this creation in the time of destruction. To feel silly. To feel joy. Feels like we're not taking it seriously enough if we're not out every single night screaming and risking everything. Because for me, at least, that's been a privilege I've had, and recognizing it took so long. I thought I understood the privilege, and I didn't. But this is the real weather. We let them win this. The cosmic battle. If we don't remember joy, the fascists fucking win. If we don't have a moment to love each other, to breathe, to fucking breathe. I love you fiercely and deeply. I love you fiercely and deeply. I love you fiercely and deeply. This wind that is blowing now is the wind we will carry through to lift everyone up, or the fascists win. I love you. Love each other. Remember.
Thank you, Meredith. That was beautiful, eloquent, and very well, very powerful. Thank you. Well, we are back. We're together. But for how long? Because I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've been plowing through this fucking agenda that I set. I was like, yeah, man, I'm really getting this process down. I like wrote all this shit and I had everything done hours early. And then I had the thought of maybe I just don't have enough of a show. And then that started plaguing my mind. And even though I was afraid of that, I kept being very quick about how I did everything. And so here we are in this really terrifying situation where there's literally only 2 bits left and there's 23 minutes of time. But never fear, I have a plan that I will figure out soon. So why don't we talk about Dax Norman? Who's Dax Norman? Well, I didn't know until today. But Dax Norman is a GIF artist. And I wanted to focus on something new that isn't as defined by maybe traditional painting, because we have focused so much on that. Whoops. And Blades in Space was actually telling me about Dax Norman. And how, oh my God. Sorry, my print screen got, my screen share got resized against my wishes. I'm just going to set up a new one. Give me 1 sec. Dax Norman is from Texas and is a animator and an art and a teacher who kind of has specialized in various forms of animated psychedelia, which I thought was really, really cool. This is his website, which I'll throw a link to in the chat. Because what's really cool about this website is you can just kind of, like, I don't know, if you smoke weed, if you take shrooms, whatever, just do what you're going to do. You could just get lost on this website forever. That wasn't what I expected. But every GIF you click on takes you deeper into his rabbit hole. It's, of course, taking forever to load now. All right, hold on. All right. Bear with me one more sec. All right, cool. So, what's cool is, you can kind of just pop around here and just kind of click around, and everywhere you click takes you somewhere new. And I've actually used a few of these GIFs in a lyric video I made. This is one I know I used for sure. with permission, of course. But these GIF art is just this kind of new media that I find really challenging and interesting. And I think that these are kind of always the way that art revolutions happen is people harness the tools that they have available to them and find a way to celebrate that. I kind of just love there's kind of this grotesqueness to it that's mixed with this flashiness and this stylized just sense of cool. And then like with the rat hair and the fish, this is just absurd. And you click on that and it takes you somewhere else. So you just kind of, it's a great website to go and just kind of fart around on for a while. But his work is in Giphy and, a lot of the other major GIF platforms. So you can find some of his stuff there to share on your Instagram or whatever. But I just think, it's cool to examine the significance of a form once it's been around for a while. And GIF art has become so ubiquitous with kind of American social, with social media, not American, just anywhere, that we really start to be required to like look at it more as a form of art than we have. And as you can see, Dax Norman already is. I mean, this is so much like a mushroom trip, like a really bad one that I've had. Oh my God, it's almost triggering. But anyway, check it out, Dax Norman. And then he also has a YouTube that I think is really cool. It's just hypnotic and kind of relaxing after a few minutes. Even though it's kind of hideous and absurd at the same time, which I just love, And then it kind of takes this pop art, Liechtenstein, Warhol, like a weird combo of Liechtenstein and kind of like Warhol-esque qualities. So anyway, I'll send you a link to Dax Norman's YouTube as well. But make some time, go check it out because and what are the GIF artists that you know of that you really like? Because it's a pretty small field as far as notoriety. It's not something that people are making a ton of money doing yet, but it's something that I'm really interested in, and I think we should all take the time to appreciate. So, yeah. Yes, and Blazing Space actually is the one who let me know about Dax Norman. So, they probably have a little more bio information than I do because there isn't a ton online. But what I'm dropping in the chat right now is a link to the website and a link to the video, to the Dax Norman YouTube. Go over there and give that a follow. Really, really cool art. And just, once again, just super expressive stuff that I think is kind of the foundation of what we do here at Weird at Night. So guys, people, I have realized that, I've divulged to you tonight that I'm a mouth breather, and that's hard. It hurts. But I've also developed a bit of another problem. You see, I don't drink alcohol and I don't do drugs. Not because I'm straight edge, because I'm a mess. And sometimes that energy kind of gets channeled in other directions. And so I've accumulated this collection recently, very recently, of action figures. And it's just getting completely out of control. Me and the Razor Sharp have been in quarantine together. We've been sharing, hours and hours and hours of time occupying the same space. We've never gotten in a fight. We've never done anything negative towards each other. But I started buying pro wrestling action figures because I used to collect them as a kid. And I bought a few, and the Razor saw me doing it. And the Razor and me were friends and collected them as kids together. So he started collecting them. And now I have a mantle with like 100 action figures on it that are huge and awesome. And they make me so happy. And also, how did this happen so quickly? You know what I mean? But that's just what the quarantine kind of did, I guess, and sometimes when there's no other resource available to you, you have to go to the path of least resistance and the wrestling action figures. I'm going to take some pictures and share them on the show soon. I'm sure. Yeah. A mouth breathing action figure collecting Patrick. I never knew. Myrmidon, Meredith. That is true. A mouth breathing action figure collecting Patrick. That is what I am. So, Alex says, "Oh, it gets worse." All right, we're gonna play some music. I'm gonna play some music for you. Kind of a variety of things. Should I turn on some reverb? Would that make things cooler? I did it. Damn it. This song is called Nothing Is Real. It's a single that'll be coming out sometime. With the whole world kind of taking a turn the way it did. Plans got put on hold a little bit, but this is a song I will be releasing sometime. So this song is called Nothing Is Real. Damn it. If you hear it right at the beginning, just fix it. All right. Do I call out for mandolin part at a wandering spring in a young woman's heart? Or do I turn and face where I once did belong, watching singers sing? No, we don't sing a song. Nothing is real, nothing is real. I'm so outraged I could post all day. I got so much time to fill, so much pain to play. If I had to be a cover to live inside, name myself God and crush the resistance. Nothing is real, nothing is real, nothing is real, nothing is real. Could you believe in the formless hardware? Madness sprays across the field of scars. I don't know what I wanna. Easy love, money, sex, ease alone. Nothing is real, nothing is real, nothing is real, nothing is real. Do you believe when I tell you so? All the lies I live are the truth that I know, but I got a text from someone I know. It said, set me home at the end of the road. Nothing is real, nothing is real, nothing is real, nothing is real. Yeehaw. Yeehaw. Let's see. All right. The bad guy. All right. Let's see. What shall we play next? told me love would last forever. My teachers taught me nothing I remember. All I can tell you, the past never happened at all. Straight line, main line, governance of reason. They called a pipeline, water or high treason. But all I can tell you, the past never happened at all. But all I can tell you, the past never happened at all. Maybe we'll find the truth will change in time. Walt Disney told me love would last forever. My teachers taught me nothing I remember. All I can tell you, the past never happened at all. Liars lay in wait for the truth to cast a shadow. Choirs sing the praise, entertain, disdain, despair. So for all I can tell you, the past never happened at all. For all I can tell you, the past never happened at all. Break me and erase me. Unravel the world in my mind, the vanishing world in my mind. Make me a kind of crazy. Awaken the world in your mind, a better one you could decide. Unworried and hurried, I'm going to play one more, and it's one I've played several times recently, but I think it just kind of fits the. It doesn't hurt to be reminded. It's just one that I've found myself enjoying. So. All right. You've heard it. You're going to hear it again. Don't give up on your dreams, because when they're gone, you'll lose them forever. Love is not what it seems. It has to be hard to keep it together in love. Love was all that I could give in love. all I could be. Don't give up on your dreams, because when they're gone, you lose them forever. Love is not what it seems. It has to be hard to keep it together in love. Love was all that I could give in love. Is all I can be. Is all I could be. It's all I could be. Is all I could be. Don't give up on your dream. Give up on your dream. Yeah. Give up on your dream. Give up on your dream. Everybody, I'm Patrick Galactic. You are Weird at Night. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Thanks for sharing this hour with me. Like I said, this is the most fun I have every week, and sharing it with you all is really the highlight for me. So I'm so honored to have you as part of my community. And take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Don't give up on yourself, and don't give up on your dreams, and don't give up on each other. We are in this together, whether we like it or not. But either way, I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. But for now,
Baby, we can make it if we're heart to heart. And we can build this dream together, standing strong forever. Nothing's gonna stop us now. And if this world runs out of lovers, we'll still have each other. Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna stop us now.
I'm so glad I found you. I'm not gonna lose you. Whatever it takes, I will stay here with you. Take it to the good times, see it through the bad times. Whatever it takes is what I'm gonna do.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.